Static electricity, it's us moving to the sound. Your lips are all I need.
Man, freaking a lot of my footage didn't even record because the stupid GoPro got full. So we'll have to do this again. Welcome back, YouTube. We're gonna go for a ride out in the country. Cause I ain't about to come back this bitch. So windy! Anyways, YouTube, what's going on? I want to do a little story here as I ride around, but to begin with, this story is a little interesting, I'd say. But it's how you should get your motorcycle, or a matter of fact, how you should not get your motorcycle. So I'm gonna give you two scenarios here, my scenario and a friend of mine's. We'll start with mine because it's the least interesting, and then we'll move on to his. So with the story here, I got my motorcycle by, saving up my own money, doing some research on motorcycles and whatnot. And, finally got to my parents and was like, hey, I want to get a motorcycle. This is how much money I have, and I can't afford one. Most parents would say, well, too damn bad, you better find the money or you're not getting a motorcycle at my house. But when I brought it up to my parents, Dad was like, can't afford that, Grandpa can't afford that, Grandma can't afford that, And so, my mom, she actually stepped up to the plate and was like, all right, fine, if you're gonna get a motorcycle, I'll help you out. But she wasn't really happy with me getting a motorcycle in the first place. But I don't have, your average mom who's like, no. So she actually helped me out, and if you saw my first couple videos, that was the motorcycle I got. And then later on down the line, I ended up getting this motorcycle. I love both of them equally. They all have, or they each have their own quirks, and they each have their own benefits. But I don't do a whole lot of country riding like this right here. I do a lot of city riding, so this one was kind of nice to have. However, both of them were great bikes, and they still are. If I can go back and get another one, I'd get another one. But I ain't got that kind of money. So we're with this one. Anyways, so I ended up with this motorcycle, and that's kind of the end of that story. But we're not done with the story entirely here. My friend, he was pretty interested in motorcycles, and he still is, but things didn't exactly turn out how he planned. We initially went up to a dealership, just to go check out motorcycles, but you know how dealerships usually are, and I was conning him into buying a bike. His credit is pretty damn good, so he managed to get a bike, and I managed to help him out a lot with the negotiation on getting the bike. So it worked out, for the best in his case. However, when he finally got to bring his bike home, he decided not to tell his parents. So the bike ended up sitting at my house for about a month. He did ride it from time to time, we'd go out and ride and all that kind of stuff. But, he never really brought it home and never brought it up to his parents. He said he was trying to kind of weasel his way in there a little bit with bringing up that topic, but his parents weren't having it. How his parents figured it out, with him having a motorcycle is he left his old job because they weren't, paying him, what they're supposed to pay and all that kind of stuff. And he ended up quitting and going back to either this other job, and then he went back to his first job. But he quit that job, and his old boss didn't like it very much. He's a petty guy, I guess, and he went and told his dad about him having a motorcycle. And his dad was like, what the fuck? So, you know, he brought it up, or his dad brought it up to him, and it was like, hey man, I know you have a motorcycle. He's like, well, what are you talking about? I don't have any motorcycle. He's like, come on, dude. I know you have a motorcycle. Where are you hiding it? And he's like, yeah, fine, I have a motorcycle. He was telling his dad that he was keeping it at my house. I was like, oh, that's nice, you know, put me in the limelight here. He told his dad he was hiding the bike at my house, and he ended up bringing his bike back to the house. You know, it didn't really look good for me, but, you know, I don't live there, so I don't give a fuck. When he brought his bike home, you know, his mom flipped the bitch. His dad, it was kinda not too bad, but, you know, he was still upset that he got a bike in general, with all of them knowing and all that kind of stuff. I did say, however, as we were, like, you know, purchasing the bike, he should probably call his dad and see what he says about it before actually buying it. But he's like, no, we'll just do that later. I'm like, all right then, whatever. You do you, boo-boo. And, you know, now we roll on to now. His bike is literally in the garage, locked up with a chain. He won't be riding that anytime soon. On this seller bike that you haven't paid off is kind of hard to do unless you know, take it back to a dealership, but they'll fucking give you like jack money for it. So that's not really an option if you want to lose out on a ton of money and not even be able to ride your bike. That's on you. So there was that situation. You know, but the moral of the story is, tell your parents that you're gonna get a motorcycle. You know, if they're down, you know, great. If not, it's probably best to wait on that. I don't really suggest going down his route because as you see, it didn't really work out. Oh, these roads are nice. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you later. I'll see you in the future on the next ride. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Later.
Just static electricity. It's us moving to the center.